Guys, this is Jay Spengler over at Empower Abilities, and I want to welcome you to this how-to video on logging in to the Ascend EVV system and starting a visit. This is being done on an iPhone. I have other how-to videos on doing it on an Android. They're very similar, so other than a little bit of look on some of the pages, you're not going to get lost. Again, this is for attendants to use, and it's not for consumers to use. So let's begin. So first thing we want to do is we want to open the app, the Ascend EVV. Okay. Now what this is asking me for is 3 pieces of information. This video is also going to assume that you've already gone through the self-registration process, which I covered in an earlier video. If you have not, then you want to listen to that video so you can create your account. If not, you will not be able to go through this process the way we're outlining it here today. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add in our domain name. And then I'm going to add in one of my test user accounts. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mistype my password so we can see what that message will look like, just in case it happens to you, because it does require a strong password. You see it pops up a window there and it's telling me the username and password is not valid. Please try again. Username or password is not valid. So let's go ahead, and we know that I mess up the password on purpose. So we're going to go ahead and put in the password for this account. And we're going to log in. Okay, so here we go. I am all logged in. You'll see that here I'm on the home welcome screen, and you see that green line at the top that says that start a new visit, and you'll see that the last refresh there is saying that today it's going to have today's date, and then it has the current time that I'm doing this. Now, I could hit those little circling arrows there, and it would refresh that, so I'd actually be able to see it if the clock changed. Like right now, my phone is showing 3:35, and you notice it just changed. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit my start visit. And you'll see here that this is going to take me to my visit page. And here it says at the top in that yellow band, it says select the client to start the visit. Now, if I had more than one consumers that I work for, each one of them is going to be listed underneath one another. So I just need to pick whichever the consumer is that I'm currently going to be working for that day or during that time, and I'm going to go ahead and do it. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Empower Consumer, because that's my consumer that the person works for, and it is now saying that at the very top it says the visit has started, so I am clocked in officially, right? And the complete document, you need to complete the documentation for this visit. What that means, it's kind of confusing. The first time I heard it, I had to think about it, is that if you look at the very bottom of this window here, you're going to see this task and documentations. What it's saying is that before I can clock out, before I can do anything, I'm going to have to, part of what I need to do is I need to fill in some of this information, some of these tasks on this plan of care. So that's what I would have to do in order to get that. But at this point, let's kind of look at the screen and kind of go over what we're seeing here. Is underneath that yellow band, you'll see that right directly underneath it, there's status, and it says visit in progress. So that means that I'm clocked in, I'm ready to go. Then it says caregiver. Guess who the caregiver is? That's me. And there's my iPhone. There's my test user, iPhone attendant. And then the client is the consumer. So it's actually giving me the Empower Test consumer. So that's good. And then it tells me what type of plan of care I'm using. And I'm using a Missouri Consumer Directed Services plan of care. So that's good. And then under start, you'll see that says clock in time, and I'll have my clock in time as 11/13 2020 at 3:35 p.m. Okay, and then there you'll see this location captured. What that means is that the GPS was able to take and pin my location. So it was able to actually locate where I am. So this is kind of an important thing to go over, because we want to make sure that when we clock in, we're at our consumer's house. So when you clock in, it's going to actually, that the system's going to record the location of where you were when you clocked in. So you don't want to do this any place other than when you're at the consumer's house. And then you'll see that under end, you'll see the clock out. It says pending documentation, which we kind of covered already. And then it'll show you the duration. So the duration is how long I've been working. So at this time, I can just go about and I can do my task and everything. One thing that's unique, one thing that's different about this system than if you came over from when clock in, clock out, is that this is going to automatically time you out, and you're going to go to the login screen, or you can even log out here, and it's going to still have the server still going to be tracking your visit. So you don't have to worry if it goes to the screen, to the login screen, it's perfectly normal. So let's go ahead and let's see how that looks. And there we go. I'm at the login screen, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to clock in again. I'm going to log in again. Hit enter or log in. And there we go. And you'll see now I have 2 minutes has gone by on my screen and everything's good. So I could just keep on working. One of the other things I want to kind of point out here, but we're not going to go into any detail on it, is if you look under start and you look under end, you're going to see that little green circle with the pencil in it. This is where I go to edit the time. So let's say that something was wrong with the system and I couldn't log in when I really started. Let's say that I started at 3 o'clock, but for some reason the system was down, it wasn't taking my thing. I could go in here and I could hit that pencil under clock in, and I could alter the time as the attendant. The caveat with this though is that after you alter the time, it's going to bring up a signature pad on your phone, and the consumer is going to have to sign off on it and then do it, and then it'll commit it, it'll accept it, everything will be good. So this will, you'll be able to actually edit your visit information. You just need to have that signature from it. So that pretty much covers what I need to cover in today's video. So I hope you found it informative, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video, which is actually going to be closing a visit for the day. So until then, have a great day.